So the meeting is being recorded. Now I was saying that yesterday we finalized on transfer pricing in terms of notes. And we say this is a method of setting prices where the buyer is an external party. So in most cases, the buyer is an external party. And we say it happens when the company has division and the output of one division is transferred as an input to another division. Now, the process of setting prices from one division to another is what we call the transfer pricing. So the process of setting prices from one division to another is what we call the transfer pricing. And we say there are two divisions: the supply division, the one which supply the material, and the transfer price is the revenue. The transfer price is the revenue. Then you have the receiving division. Now this is the division which receives the material of the supply. Now in that case, most of receiving division is an internal division. So all these are internal division of the organization, and the transfer price is the relevant cost. The transfer price is the relevant cost. Now we want to start from this question. So we didn't do any question for transfer pricing. So we are supposed to start from September 2021, number 5A. September 2021, question number 5A. Let us start from that part. September 2021, question number 5A. Question number 5A. September 2021, question number 5A. That is still under transfer pricing. 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 So September 2021. September 2021. Yeah. I don't know which question. Let me check. How? Let's go to September 2021, question number 5A. Question number 5A. Question number 5A. Now let me read it because of time. Now this is what the question says. That the MLTD operates into division X and Y. Division X produces an intermediate product M that has no external market. Now, for X, they're not selling outside. So for division X, they don't have an external market, meaning they are selling internally. The product that transferred to division Y, where it's an input in production of product N. Then you have the following information: quantity and selling price. Now the division costs are shown in the figure below. We have the variable cost of X and Y. We have the fixed cost for X and Y. Additional information: product N is transferred to division Y at a price of 25. That's a transfer price. That one is the transfer price, which is the revenue. For which division? For the supply division. Assume the production of both M and N is budgeted for 1,000 required. the profit maximization level of division X. So division X. So the profit maximization for division X or division X. Now, so number one, profit maximization for division X. So we start with the quantity, sales, unit sales. Once you have the unit sales, we can talk about total sales. We talk about variable cost. We talk about fixed cost. Then imagine a profit. Then tumalizie na profits. So our table itakuwa inaenda hivyo. So this is how our table would look like. So our table will be in that format. Yeah. Combine. Mengi inaonekana. How? By now, we are still talking about division X. Now, division X is the supply division. And what did we say was the transfer price for the supply department? We say that it is the transfer price is the revenue, which in our case is in information number what? It is information number one. The product N is transferred to division Y. So inatoka from which division? Now division X wanauza division Y at a price of 25 per unit. So the unit sale is 25. So the unit sale is 25. So $1,000. We have 2,000, 3,000, 4,000, 5,000. We have 6,000. Next year, hapo the unit price is 25 per unit. So Kenya shilling 25 per unit. Now, what will be your rate of sales? The first one is 25,000. So 1,000 times 25, 5,000. So, kumbuke the unit price is the transfer price for division. So for the supply division, the one which is supply. So remember we have this kind of a scenario. So we have division X, we have division Y, then you have the company itself, which is called PM Ltd. Now this is transferring to Y. At which price? 25. 25. Now, if X is supplying to Y, they'll be selling at 25 shillings. Now, this is what I said. Division X is selling to division Y at 25. This one will equal to 50,000. 25 times 3. 25 times 3 itakuja ngapi? 25 times 3. Calculator yangu. 25 times 3, which is 75. 25 times 4, which is 100,000. Then we have times 5, which is 125,000. Then times 6, which is 150,000. Now variable cost. So let me put this one into charging mode. Just a minute. So I think it is in charging mode now. Aha. Now that is okay. Now variable cost, we go to the variable cost of division X. We are interested in division X. Now let's go to division X. From the question, if we can take clearly, we can look clearly. The divisional cost is given as follows. Division X is 13. Variable cost is 13. I think you can see that the variable cost is 13. Now the variable cost is 13. The variable cost hapa ni 13. Hapa price tusema ni ngapi ni price? Which ndio hiyo hapo. So variable cost is 13. So 1,000 times 13, that one is 13,000. 1,000 or 2,000 times 13 is 26,000. Hii ingine ni 39,000 times 4. 30 times 4 ni ngapi? 13 times 4. 13 times 4 ni 52. 52,000. 13 times 5 is 65. Then 13 times 6, 78. Fixed cost from the question for the division X. Now fixed cost for division X is 50,000. Then it's direct. It is 50,000. 50,000 is 50,000. Now find the profits. Now this is how you get profit. So profit is equals to sales minus variable cost minus fixed cost. So sales minus variable cost minus fixed cost. Tuanze ya kwanza 25,000 minus 13,000 minus 50,000. This one is minus 38. 38. It's close. I have 50,000 minus 26,000 minus 50,000. That is minus 26,000, 25,000 minus 39,000 minus 50,000. That is minus 14. Minus 14,000. Minus 14,000. 100,000 minus 52,000 minus 50,000. Minus 2,000. 125,000 minus 55,000 minus 50,000. 10,000. 150,000. 28,000. 50,000. Which is 22,000. The total profits. Total profits. What will be the total profit? 1,000 minus 38 minus 26, minus 14, minus 2, plus 10, plus 22. Equal to minus 48,000. And this is for division X. So that one is for division X. So kwa swali walikuwa wanauliza nini? Determine the maximum profit output level for division X at the transfer price. So the maximum profit is a loss of 48,000. The maximum profit is a loss of 48,000 of 48,000 of 48,000. Let's go to the next one. Part B of the same question. The optimal output level for the overall company, given the variable cost of division X is 5. Now, before we do that one, before we do part B, wacha tujiongezee. Just tujiongezee kwa sababu mkiano anaweza kuuliza hapa, but wacha tujiongezee. Tunajiongezea tu profit maximization for division Y. Division Y is receiving. So same, we need a quantity, unit sales, total sales, variable cost, fixed cost, and then profit. I want you to see something. Want you to see something here. Want you to see something here. Now remember that this part inafanya, it is not a requirement in the question wajauliza, but you can be asked. Before you do for the overall company, you want to do for this part first. So inakaa hivyo. Now if they will ask you, the units are the same with division. Kama inaonekana. Don't know if it is visible from that point. Now this is what they are selling. Remember that is internally. Division X is selling internally, and it is selling at a price of 25. Division Y. Now division Y will sell this product externally now after further. So our wanatengeneza some part of that product wanauzia division Y at a price of 25. So this is the cost. This is the profit they will get if they sell to division Y. Now division Y will modify that product, then sell it to the customers now outside externally, the external party. Now how much will they sell? So tuko nayo hapo. We have the price pale. We have 150, 140, 150, 140, 130, 130, 120, 110, 110, 100. Now 100. Now let's find the total sales. We're going to be equal to 150,000. 150,000 to 80,000. 390,000. 480,000. 550,000. Then 600,000. Now variable cost. Now variable cost, let's look a small working here. Now assume your part B haujapatiwa hiyo information. Without information yenye wamesema, kenda kwa part B wanasema the optimal output level of the overall company given the variable cost for division X is 5. Now we know that the variable cost for division X is not 5. Pale juu ni 13. So we are going with that without that information. So this one, the variable cost for this division Y, itakuwa the variable cost of division Y, right? The variable cost of division plus, not plus the transfer, not plus. So kumbuke hawa wananunua kwa huyu. So this unit sale kwao ni cost. So their variable cost is the transfer price, which is the price from the unit sale, plus the variable cost in their division, which is 7. So the total variable cost itakuwa ngapi? 25 plus 7 itakuwa ni 25 plus 7, which is 42. Not 42. 32. So hapo unafaa kukumbuka. Now we're talking about the supply division, the one which is selling, no supply, the receiving. So when you talk about the receiving department, the department which receives the material from division X, their variable cost will be their variable cost per unit plus the transfer price, which was 25. So we saw that the transfer price was 25 shillings. The transfer price was 25 shillings. So the transfer price was the 25 shillings. Now let us add them together. We get that 2. Now we multiply with the cost per unit parent. It's going to be equal to 32,000. 32 times 2 equals to 64,000. 32 times 3. 32 times 3. 96,000. 34. There is 128,000 times 5. 160. Then times 6. 192,000. So variable cost per unit multiplied with the total units. You multiply with the total units. Now fixed cost. Now for department Y, the fixed cost is 70,000. So that one will be indicated in their own. 70,000. 70,000. Now find the profit so that we can get the total profit. So how do you find profit? Unachukua sales, una minus variable cost, then una minus fixed cost. So 150 minus 32 minus 17, which is 48,000. 280 minus 64 minus 17. This is 146,000. The 90 minus 96, 70, 224. 480 minus 128 minus 70. 282. 550 minus 160 minus 70. This is 320. 600 minus 192 minus 70. 338. So it was 48 plus 146, 54, 282, 320, 338, 1358. Now, Muriza in the exam, but it is good to know how to do it. In case they ask you to find the profit for division Y, in case they ask you to find the profit for division Y. Now, let us now do the last part. Let us now do the last part of that question. Now that one is for the overall company. That one is for the overall company. The overall company. Now how do you do about it? For the overall company. Now that one is number. That one is just some few modification. So we haina mambo. Just some few modification. Now let's do it. Let us do it. Let us do it. So allow me to have the first one. Allow me to have the first one. Now we are in for the no, this one is the requirement now. For the overall company. For the overall company. For the overall company. For the overall company. Now for the overall company, we go with the selling price the way it is, which is 150. Now changing now. Where did I change? So this one was the requirement in the question. So part B of that question now. So part B of that question now wanasema the output level for the overall company. So output overall profit for the output. Now if variable cost, if now the variable cost for division X is 5. The amount for division X is Kenyan shillings 5 per unit. Now they want the overall. So this will be equal to 150, 140, 130, and then a selling price. So overall company and a selling price. So 150, 140, 130, 110. $150, $140, $130, oh, $120, $110, $100. Same here, 150,000 to 80,000 to 90,000, 50,000, 600. Right? 150 to 80, 390, or you have for 80, 550, then 600,000. Now for variable cost, this one will change. Now for overall company, unachukuanga the variable cost of X, but that of Y. Now the variable cost of X, ametuambia ni 5. Ametuambia we use 5. The variable cost for X, ametuambia ni 5 per unit. Now for Y, naangalia yenye kuko juu, which was 7. So which is itakuwa ngapi? 13. Now 13 we can find a variable cost per unit. You can find variable cost per unit. So this one is equal to 13,000. 13,000. 26,000. Times 3. 39,000. 52,000. 65,000. Then 78. I have fixed cost. Una add your X plus your Y. So you add for X and for Y. Now to get up at you, the fixed cost of X is 50,000 and the fixed cost of Y is 70,000. When you add the two, you have 120,000. 120,000. You have 120,000. Yes, yes.
Hapo kwa variable cost hapo. Hiyo 5 plus hiyo 5 plus 7.
13 plus 7 ama
13 hapa.
Yes.
Yes, inafaa kuwa ni 13. Inafaa kuwa ni 13 plus 7. Si ni kweli? Lakini iko na kwa swali requirement. Enda kwa requirement. Kwa hiyo swali part B ndio tunafanya saa hii ndio hii. Unaambiwa anasema aje? Read it for us, Jane. Requirement part B. Ama other. Some required part B venye nasema.
The optimal output level for the overall company given that the variable cost of division X is 5 shillings per unit.
So umeona bado tumetumia 5 and not 13.
yes.
Ni 5
Yes.
plus 7.
Ni 5 plus 5 plus 7. Nakupea ngapi?
Sasa 12.
12. Oh,
12.
poleni. So itakuwa ni 12. Then 24. Itakuwa ni 36. This one is 48. And then Dr. Yourself is 60. 60. Then this one will be equal to 72. Oh. Now find the profit. Find the profit. Find the profit. Now profit upon ngapi? So find me the profit. I'm giving you 2 minutes. Okay. Napata ngapi? Nasema ni 150 minus 12 minus 120, which is 18,000. 18,000. Minus 24 minus 120 minus 1,000. 136,000. 390 minus 36 minus 120. 234. Ni sawa. I'm working on it. Read upon it. Therefore, find the profits. Find those profits. Find those profits. Then 600 minus 0.8. Let me work on it. So find the total profit. Find the total profit. The one is 18 plus 136 plus 234 plus 312 plus 317 plus 48. So 1478. So this is the overall profit for the company. So that becomes the overall profit of the company. That one okay? Is that one okay? That one is fine, Silvio. Now, another question in one is seems so good. It is a question where we have target costing is combined with life cycle costing. That question was tested in May 2021, question 3B. 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 Now, to share my data transfer pricing, there's no much. Now, let us do some questions under this topic so that we introduce another topic. Kama tumemaliza, I think there is nothing more or less. Let us do another 2 or 3 questions. Then we introduce a new topic. Introduce a new topic. Then you engage by the jioni. Then tuone if tomorrow we shall come to finalize on the last topic. So far, not bad. But I think by tomorrow, or maybe kienda sana by Monday. Kienda sana by Monday. Tutakuwa tumemaliza this one. So itakuwa mnafanya revision the videos. Now, Telegram naona ilifungwa. Telegram is not working. So where should I upload the videos now? Because I'm someone naifunga until the exam for the CSC student imeisha. So where should I upload it? Or should I upload it on YouTube? That be okay if I
Yes.
upload it in each? Yes?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, I think I will need to upload the video in YouTube because for this month, the Telegram channel will not be available. Serikali iliamua kufinya. Anyway, it's okay. They have the power. Now, May 2021, question 3B. Now, this one now it is general. We are doing questions. It can be on target costing. It can be on life cycle costing. It can be in any topic. So it is now the topic is over. The topic tumemaliza. Question 3B. And the topic that we are doing is under target costing and life cycle costing. Target costing and life cycle costing and life cycle costing. Let us see what they are saying. That's the question for May 2021, question 3B. May 2021. May 2021. Question 3B. May 2021. Question 3B. Itakuwa sawa. Tukifanya hiyo, I think we shall be fine. So let us comment on target costing. Now the question reads. Now remember in a May, unaweza pata swali ni mrefu sana. You can find that the question is very wide, but the answer is ni kidogo sana. So ukutana na swali kwa email, ukiona iko na information mingi, isikusumbue because the answer inakuwa kidogo sana. Hata inaweza kujaza a page. So inanga unaweza pata yani swali ni mrefu lakini answers ni kidogo sana. Now, the digital electric company manufactures cameras and video equipment. It is in the process of introducing the world's smallest and lightest camcorder with 3D, HD, and SD recording modes. Then, the company has undertaken a market research to ascertain the customer's perceived value of the product. The product specific features and their comparison, the competitor's product in the marketplaces have been used to establish the target selling price and the projected lifetime volume. That is the life cycle. In addition, the cost estimates have been prepared based on the proposed product specification. The company has set a target profit margin of 30% on the proposed selling price, and this has been deducted from the target selling to get the target cost. The point summary has been presented. Now, we have been presented the summary. We have the live. We have the target selling price. Now, look at the selling price. Target selling price. You less the margin. What do you get? You get the target cost. Then you have the projected cost, which is 7,000. That is okay. So you remember that when you take the target selling price, then we less the margin from our notes. We are supposed to get what we call the target cost. That was the formula actually. So for the target cost, when you the selling price, which is the market price, you less the desired profit, which in this case now it is a 30% margin. So the target cost. You have that one is okay, it is budgeted. For the costing exercise, the projected cost was estimated as follows. We have those costs, and they are in units, if I'm not wrong. That's 900, 1K, 200, and so on. The company has engaged the team to carry out the functional analysis on the product manufacture. After careful analysis of the different elements, the functional and attributes of the camcorder and the potential customers interviewed to ascertain the value that may place in its function. The following report was given. You have the report and the additional information. Required number 1, revised target cost. Revised target cost. Revised target cost. Now revised target cost. Now remember, we talk about revised target cost. We're talking about the relevant cost. So number 1, revised. Number 1, revised target cost. In this case, we'll be talking about the relevant cost. The relevant cost. And remember, the relevant cost is the variable cost. Remember, we said that the relevant cost is the variable cost. The relevant cost is the variable cost. Now, let's start with the first one. This is information number 1. Let's start with the information number 1. The direct material cost, bought in part, to be reduced by 1/6. To be reduced by 1/6. Remember, direct material. We start with direct material. Now remember that the total material is equal to the full, which is 1. Now they are to reduce this one by 1/6. Now how much will it be there? Now, if they reduce it by 1/6, itabaki ngapi? Itabaki 5/6. Now 5/6. You see, 5/6 is what will remain as our relevant cost. 5/6 is what will remain as our relevant cost, which is 5/6 of how many? Direct material is 3,900. If you can see, it's 3,900. 3,900. Itakuwa ngapi? Kenya shillings. Ya pili, I can see we have information number 2. The direct labor to be reduced to 80%. So direct labor itakuwa 80%. Direct labor, they have said to be reduced to 80%. Itakuwa ni 80%. So what is the direct labor? From the targeted exercise cost per 1,000. Direct labor is 1,000. Next, information number 3. The machine cost will remain the same. Now machine cost itakuwa 200. Haita change. Machine cost. Machine cost. They have said to remain the same as 200. Take a direct because that is okay. Ordering and receiving cost to be reduced by 25. So ordering and receiving. They're the same thing. Ordering and receiving. So to produce by 75%, meaning in about 25. So to produce by 75%. So it reduced by, so initially it was 100%. They're reducing by 25%, by 75%. So they're reducing by 75%. So it's 25. Now the ordering point in Kiona is 80. Multiplied by 80. Now to talk about ordering, tunaenda kwa quality assurance to reduce to 5/6. Quality assurance to reduce to 5/6. 5 for hiyo itakuwa iko direct. Hiyo hai change. Itakuwa 5/6. So quality assurance. Quality assurance. So 5/6. Reduce 5/6. What is the initial cost? Which is 600. And all these are categories as relevant cost. And then rework and engineering costs to reduce by 90 and 20. So rework and engineering. So we have rework. We have engineering. Now wanasema rework reduced by 90. So initially ilikuwa ngapi? So rework nikiona ni 150. Naona ni 150 reduced by 90. You get the figure. Now the engineering reduced by 20. So engineering ilikuwa ngapi pale? 100. So 100 minus 20. So it's okay. That one is okay. Now those are the relevant costs. The rest are non-manufacturing. That one you shall not include them. Remember that manufacturing, they are fixed costs. So we ignore the fixed cost. So fixed costs are non-manufacturing. Let me see. Ngoja kidogo, let me. We shall include them. We shall include them. It will not change. For the purpose of getting the total cost. For the purpose of getting the total cost. Now let's not use the word relevant here. Let us use the word relevant. Easy to confuse. We shall include everything. Now let us start with this one first. Then we add. Now we add non-manufacturing the way they are. Non-manufacturing, this will not change. They are fixed. We shall add them together. We have 400 marketing. So 970. Maybe just add them. They are total of 970 from the equation so that we can get the revised. target cost. Revised target cost, so that you can get the revised target cost. Now projected cost ukiangalia kwa hiyo swali yetu ametupatia the total cost ni 7,000. Kwa hiyo tumetoa hizo information tumetoa. Hizo zilikuwa tumechange. Ukiangalia pale chini the total cost is 7,000. Go back pale juu kwa summary. Ukiangalia projected cost ni 7,000, which is the same. Now just this kabisa. So 5/6 times 3,900. It is 32. 50. So I think it's 800. Yeah. 25% times 8. Kama ni 20 bob. 5/6 times 600. It is 500. 150 minus 90. 60. 80. Now let us add together. That's 250. That's 800. That's 200. That's 20. That's 500. That's 60. That's 80. That's 970. Unapata 58. 58. 80. Mimi napata 58. 80. Nyinyi mnapata ngapi? Kwa piga nyinyi mpata ngapi? Wewe if na manufacturing iko na some adjustments. Hata mniambie. The last information. Let us adjust the manufacturing cost. Then we tuweke hapa. Let us adjust the manufacturing cost. Now manufacturing cost, I think it just are working. The marketing, distribution, and sales and warranty cost reduced by that 7.5. Reduced by that 7.5. 33.5 and 80. Now it wasn't a marketing. Marketing is 400. Let's do the working. We're going to working one. This one requires a working. The working one. Now it reduced by 37.5. 37.5 times 400. The other one that reduced now 33.5. That is distribution. Distribution. That reduced now 33 and that. That's the total in copy. 300. Alafu ingine warranty. Let me call it warranty. Hapo wanaita after sales service. Reduce na 80. So to 70 minus 80. To 70 minus 80. So that you can get the total cost. Which is like hapo. So 100 minus 7.5 times 400. 50. 100 minus 33. 1/3 times 300. So 100. This is 200. Then to 70 minus 8, which is 190. We add them together. 50 plus 200 plus 190, which is 640. 640. Let's add them now. 250 plus 800 plus 200 plus 20 plus 500 plus 60 plus 80 plus 640. Tumepata 55. 50. So it's 55. 50. That is 55. 50. Now, what was the question asking? Go back to the question to see what was the requirement. The requirement was the same. The revised target cost here. The revised target cost here. Number 2, cost gap. Number 2 is the cost gap. cost gap. Cost gap is equals to actual cost minus minus target cost, sivyo? Minus target cost minus target cost. Actual cost minus target cost minus target cost. So cost gap is the actual cost minus target cost minus target cost. Now, so how do you gonna find it? Let's go back to our question. Can I find you? You have the target cost, and you also have a revised target cost. Now, the actual cost is the one in kwa swali. Nyamteka kama target cost kwa swali. So let's go kwa swali pale juu. The first one information. The summary of the following has been presented for the 300,000 units. Kila pale you have the target cost. Nyamechukua selling price waka minus waka minus the desired profit. Waka minus the desired profit. Kama unaiona. So that one is what will give us the actual cost as 5,600. Wapo juu. That is the only one we can pick. Then we list our target, is our device. 550. Now we shall get what we call the cost gap. So the cost gap is 50. The cost gap is 50. The cost gap is 50. Now that's a question which involves life cycle and target costing. The life cycle, we're gonna add all the cost together from one period to another, regardless of the period. Let's do the last question. This will be the last question. Then I will give you your assignment. This question was tested for May 2019. The question was tested in May 2019. May 2019. That is for transfer pricing. Transfer pricing, May 2019. Transfer pricing, May 2019. Transfer pricing, May 2019. Transfer pricing, May 2019. Transfer pricing, May. So we see, question is for transfer pricing, May 2019. May 2019. Question number 3B. Question number 3B. Question number 3B. Question number 3B. Allow me to read the question. Allow me to read the question. Now, this is what the question is saying, that kitchen master LTD specialize in manufacturing and sale of firewood oven. Each oven consists of the main unit plus set of an oven fittings. That one has two divisions, division A and division B. Now you need to know within the two divisions, which one is supplying, which one is receiving. Now, division A manufacture oven, while division B manufacture the set of oven. Currently, all the division A sales are made externally, meaning, so if all the division A are sold externally, now division A, is it supplying or receiving? So I say division A anauza externally, meaning it is receiving division. Now, but if they were to sell internally, then they will be supply. So they are selling externally, so that one is the receiving. Then we continue. However, division B sell to division A. So division B sell to A, meaning division B is what we call the supply division. So division B is the supply department or division, while division A is the receiving department. The following data is available for both departments. We have division A, they have their selling price for 50, cost per oven, we have them, annual fixed cost, we have the production of sales for oven units, and maximum annual market demand. We have also for division B, their prices, the current sales for A is 25. And then to continue, we have the maximum production for the sales set of fittings, including internal and external, the maximum annual external demand, the maximum annual internal demand. But you have additional information. The transfer price charged by division B to A was negotiated some years ago between the previous division, who have now both been replaced by the new manager. The head office only allows division A to purchase its furniture from division B, although the new managers of division A believes that they could obtain the fittings of the same quality and appearance at 65. Remember, this is a new manager who is saying that he can obtain this from another person at a price which is 65. Now, how much is division B selling to A per June? Let's go to division B. There's a division B per June. Let's go to that information. We're not 75. So the current price to division A, the current price says division A. So division B is selling to division A at a price of 75. Remember, that's internally. Now, a new manager amekuja anasema we are not going to accept the 75 because we have an offer to obtain this one from outside at a price of 65. If it was given autonomy to purchase it from outside, that one is fine. Division B makes no cost saving from supplying internally to division A rather than selling externally. Required, number one, under the current transfer pricing system, prepare the profit showing each of the division and the kitchen master as a whole. Your sale and cost figure should be split into external and internal division where appropriate. So that one is okay. Number B, the head office is considering changing the price policy to ensure the maximization of the company's profit without demotivating either the division or manager. Division A will be given autonomy to buy from external supplier, and division B to supply the external customer in priority to supply to division A. Evaluate the maximum profit that will be earned by the kitchen master if the transfer pricing is optimized. Number C, discuss issue of encouraging division managers to take the decision in the interest of the company as a whole, where transfer price is used. Provide a reasonable recommendation of the policy the kitchen master should adopt. I think that one is the theory part. I think that one is the theory part. Now we are not interested with the theory part. That part C is the theory part. We are interested with part A and part B. Now we need to prepare the statement. Now remember we said that the transfer Unaipata? Tunasema ni May 2019. Question 3B. Now we start with the two division. Tuanza na division B, which is the supply division. Tuanza na division B. Then division A. Nirudishe kidogo hivi. Division B. Now we separate the internal and external sales where necessary. Now let us start with division B because that is the supply. Now tunaanza na their units. So how many units are there available? So we have the sales. We have the sales where we have external and internal. Let's start with the external sales. Now how much are they saying at external? So the current, so tunapata kwa division B, the current external selling price per unit is 80. Now 80 times the total number of units. Now, how much is the total number of units? How much is the total number of units? Now, for external, now let's go to this question. Pale chini, for division B, the maximum annual production in sales for sale of furniture, including internal and external, is 200,000. It is 200,000. That is for both internal and external. Now, but what is the maximum internal? The maximum internal is 80, meaning from that 200, 80 is internal. How much is external? How much is external? How much is external? So itakuwa ni 120. So itakuwa ni 120. That will be the external sales. So ni 200 minus 80. 200 minus 180. So hiyo Anita tutatumia for now. Nitawaambia pia tutatumia baadaye. So but for you to get the total sales, then we shall go with the maximum production and sales, which is 200,000 units. Because we are not being given the external only, then we assume the 80 is the external sales. So we less 80 from 200. Itakuwa ni ngapi? 120,000 units. Hata niweke in full. Hata niweke in full. Now, let's go to internal. Now, internal they are selling at 75. Internal they are selling at 75 per unit. Let's say 75 per unit. Now, internal ni ngapi? Ndio tumesema 80,000 units. Internal now ni 80,000 units. So that ifike ngapi? 200. So that ifike the total 200 units. Now let us find that one first. So 80 times 120,000, which is 96. So division A, then nikasamisha mbele kidogo. Division A. Itakuwa ni 96. Aya 75 times 80,000. 6 million. Now we can get the total sales. Total sales for both internal and external. So 96 is 0, 1, 2, 3 plus 6 million. This one is 15, 600,000. Let's go to division B. Let us move to division B. Nimeharibu. Ngapo sio mbaya. Nitakaa hivyo. That we try and separate. Try and separate kidogo. This is division A. This one becomes division B. This one becomes division B. I go to division B. Now division A. I. That is division A. This is supposed to be division B. This is supposed to be division A. The one which is supplying. This one is receiving. This one is supplying. Now let's see the external sales. Now let's go to division A. The current sales is 450. The current sales is 450. 450 for external. Now what's the external? What is the external? Parechining. The annual production sales is 80, of which is the same as the demand. And remember that one is because they are saying this one is automatic division A. Najua division A is an external market. So that one itakuwa ni yote. There is no internal. There is no internal. So division A haina internal. So what will be the total sales? So kumbuke hiyo haina internal. So the one which is receiving hainanga internal. Itakuwa ni 36 million. That will be equal to 36 million. 36 million. Hayo kopi inaonekana 36 million. Aya. Na tukishamaliza sales, we can go to another item. Let's go to our question. Let's go back to division B. We have the cost per unit. So we less cost. We less cost. And now you have material. Material cost. Material cost for division B. Naona anipatia we have 5 na 15. So we add them together. Let's just add them together because they are variable cost. Variable cost 75 plus 15. Then you multiply the total number of units. For production, so tuangalie pale chini production. Production is supposed to be 200. Remember, variable cost is the cost incurred in production. So tunaangalia the maximum number of units for production, which is 200,000. Which is 200,000 or 120 plus 80. So that is 15 plus 5. 15 plus 5. Then we can less fixed cost. Less fixed cost. And from the question I want a fixed cost naambiwa ni 4.4. Fixed cost naambiwa ni 4.4. 4.4. Address here, Ju. 5 plus 15. 5 plus 15 times 200,000. This is 4 million. 4 million. Do you have any other cost from that division? There's nothing else. Now we can get our profit. Our net profit. 2.4 million plus 4.4. Itakuwa 84. Then tuchukue 15, 600 minus total cost. Mimi napata 72 million. 7.2 million. That's our profit. Are you getting the same? Let's go to division A. Now division A, Now, kitu ya kwanza unafaa kuangalia now when we less cost. What did we say? Transfer price. This transfer price inakuja kwa hii department. So itakuwa cost for 75 times 80,000. Kwanza unaanza na hiyo. Na huyu ana transfer goods to this division. So this division ana buy this good internally at 75 bob. Ndio hii hapa. All the cost because they are buying from that one. Tunaanzia na hiyo. So 75 times 80. So 75 times 80,000. Itakuwa ni 6 million. Aya. That's the transfer cost. Now, ukishaangalia hiyo, now we can go to the others. So we have fitting, we have over and labor cost. Unaziona? Now for fitting from division B ni 75. Ndio tumeweka. Hata ni mzuri ameshakuwekea hapo juu. Ukienda kwa division A ya kwanza ni 75. So tumeshaika ndio hiyo. Inatoka kwa department A. So inatoka kwa department A, inatoka kwa department B at a price of 75, 80,000 units. Ndio hiyo. So hiyo tumesha consider. We go know that one. The next one is material, 200 na labor. Let us add them together. We have 245 for labor. That will form variable cost. So material cost na labor cost. So 200 plus 45. Then we multiply with how many units? Now the units is 80,000. The units is 80,000. So the units is 80,000. So 200 plus 45 times 80,000. So 19,600. 19,600,000. Now we can less that one. And that's lazima to less. That's fixed cost. Fixed cost ni ngapi? Let us less our fixed cost from the question. The fixed cost is 74. 40, 74. 40. 74. 40. Now we can get our net profit. Now 36 minus 6 minus 19.6 minus 7.44. Talking about 2.96. 2.96. 2.9. Is that correct? Yes. Yes. Now, from that question part A, they wanted also for the kitchen. Now, kumbuke kitchen ndio the master. Kitchen ndio the master, iko na division mbili, iko na A na B. Iko na so iko na B na A. Now B transfer goods at a cost of 75 to A. Now A and B, they want for kitchen. Now what to do here? Just add kitchen here. Kitchen. Share kitchen. Then this is against the generator. So total sales, the one is 36 plus 96. 36 plus 96. So total sales here, kitchen, the one is 36 plus 96. The 6 plus 9.6. The one is 45. Aya. Internal is 6 million. Then you add. So plus 45.6 plus 6. 51.6. Aya, let's post. Now tuko na cost gani? Tuko na hii inaenda na huyu. So 4 plus 6 ni 10 million. Aya, cost nyingine ni huyu yako kando, fanya makosa. Huyu yako peke yake, huyu ni 6 million. Aya, Sasa huyu aenda na huyo. They are variable 4 million plus 19.6, which is 23,600,000. Then fixed cost and fixed cost. So huyu anaenda na huyu. So 4.4 plus 7.44. Kwa ni 11,840,000. Now find the total profit. So utafanya ni hivyo. That's the only way. 600, 6 million. Minus 6 million. Minus 23,600, 1, 2, 3. Minus 11,840, 1, 2, 3. So 10,160. That is 10,160. So that's part A. That one is part A. That one is part A. That one is part A. Now, part B ndio iko na mambo. Now, the head office want to consider the 65. Now, that's additional information number 2. So, part B goes with additional information number 2. So, the question, now we have information number 2 that the head office only allowed the division A to purchase its fitting from division B, although the new division, although the new manager of division A believes that he could obtain the same fitting, quality, and appearance for 65. Now, they believe that they can get this one, this internal, no, from another supplier, not the division, not this division, but from another supplier outside this division at 65. At 65. Now, requirement, part B, let's go to the requirement. The head office is considering changing the transfer policy to ensure the maximization of the company profit without demotivating either of the divisional manager. Division A will be given autonomy to buy from an external supplier. So Division A will be given autonomy to buy from an external supplier, and Division B will supply the external customer in priority of supplying Division A. Examine the maximum profit that could be earned by the kitchen master if the transfer pricing is optimized. Now, they can only optimize it at a price of 65. At a price of 65. Now let us see how we're gonna go about it. Now kumbuka, this department A walikuwa wanachukua 80,000 units. Remember, they were taking 80,000 units from division A. Now, because there is a change in price, now they cannot take 80,000. They will take less than 80,000 from division A. The rest wanachukua 65 from outside. Now let's try and do it. Niweke hapa. I think itatoshea. You can save on space. Save on space. Then do it here. I think itatoshea. Because already we have the information. This is to now gather. Now, division B, division A, then you have the kitchen. It wasn't a sense. Now let's go back to the question. Now, remember initially from our question part due, how many units were we selling? How many units were we selling? Total units. It was 120, it was 200 minus 80. Now, we have another demand now here, where division B will not division A will take from outside. Now remember, initially in division A walikuwa wanachukua kwetu 80,000 units. but now they want to manage the 80. Now let's go back to our question. That was pale chini kwa swali yetu kwa division B. Unaona pale penye imeandika the maximum external demand is 180. The maximum external demand is 180. Now that will be our new demand. Now 80 times 180, so that we can change this figure here. Now we shall go with the maximum external now that we can obtain if the division A decide to go outside. Now the maximum that we can get from the sales of our own is the 180. Not now 200. It's 180. The rest of the 20 now, remember our units, total units was 200,000. Now wacha niandike vizuri external. Nataka tuangalie vizuri external. Now for external, tumesema now the maximum because of the issues with our division A, wanasema we are saying it expensively, they shall not buy everything from us. They shall buy some part, the rest they shall get it from outside. Because from outside they can get at 65, but from us at 75. So they shall outsource outside the maximum. Now this goes at 80. That is number one. Now, but for internal now for internal. Now for internal now, how much is remaining out of the 200? Now out of the 200 tunauza 180 externally. Now how much is remaining? It is 20 from the 200,000. Now this 20 is what we shall sell here at 75. Now from 80 units, wataenda nje kuchukua ngapi? 60,000. Then 20 wanachukua from kwetu at 75. Now they want to take the maximum units at a price of 65 outside. Then the remaining 20 now sisi tuwauzia. Now hii ndio imetokana na wapi? From our maximum external sales. Now remember the first one, because there was no any issue with the division, because there was no new manager, we could supply the 80 without issue. So the internal, it is 80 without any issue. Without any issue, meaning the rest from the 200, from this 200, which has transferred them at 120. So you equal 200. But for now, there's an issue now. Being now our maximum unit that we can sell externally, if we consider division A, it is 180. So 180 will go outside. Then itabaki kidogo hiyo 20, we shall sell it internally to this department. That's how you're supposed to work with this question. That's why I'll put some information about the maximum demand for external. So that for external, we ignore, it was supposed to be in this part. So the maximum that they're willing to sell from outside, outside. Then the remaining, we shall sell internally. That one's okay. Now, I think with that one you can get the total sales. You can get the total sales. You can get the total sales. That is the argument. So 180 times 80, which is 14, 400,000, 2,075, 150, 20,000 as well. 20,075, 125. Total 14,400, 14,400, 1, 2, 3. This one is 15,900,000. We go to division B now. Let's go to division B. Now division B, what is the price for 50? For 50, their maximum unit is 80,000. Inapatia ngapi? So here I change. Their maximum is just the same, which is 36. Internally, let us see the internally now. They are only willing to accept only this no, I want external sales. I want internal sales. Yeah, I want internal sales. They're not selling internally. This one they're selling everything externally. So 36,000. I have to find the kitchen. Let us find for kitchen. Sorry, imekuwa mrefu, but I think we are about to finish it. Let us find the total sales for kitchen. Tunaweza add in direct. So lazima hata uweke huku kwingine. You can add 5,900 plus 36. Itakuwa ni 51,900,000. You can say what the others. Hapa ni 1.5. Sasa kuweka and then huyu plus huyu. 36 plus 14.4, which is 50,100,000. Right, okay. Now we need to less cost. Now our cost now is our variable cost. Now our variable cost tuende pale juu kwa division B. Kwa ndo mwana ni 200 per unit. 200. Where is it? Not 200. Where is it? 15 plus 5. So variable cost. Wacha tuniandike jina variable cost. So less variable cost. So ni 5 plus 15. Demand is the same. Total 200,000. Ukiadd huyu na huyu, use 200,000. It will give you the same cost, which was equal to 4 million. 4 million. Now you can also less fixed cost. This one is a whole figure. Just be indicated in full. Now our fixed cost from the equation, the change. The fixed cost I get change will be made to be 4.4. Now that one I think we can get our net profit. Our net profit. Itakuwa ngapi? Our net profit. How much will that be? So 15.9 minus 4 minus 4.4. 75. 0. Let's go to division B. But division B, they say they don't want all the 80,000. No, they wanted only 20. This one, they only wanted 20,000 units times 75. So that is from division A. So this one is from division B. So from division B. So 20,000 times 75 is 125. Nimeweka hapo. So cost there. Variable cost. We also less variable cost. Now our variable cost from the question will be the same as 245. 245 times 80,000. 245. 245. Now this is upper. Let's variable cost. Let's do it again. Variable cost. Itakuwa ni 245 plus 65. So 65 ni gani? The one they want to get it from outside. But remember they are getting a total of 80,000 units. So kwa itakuwa ni variable cost. So atakuwa na mbili. 75. So the cost of 75 cost for 20 units, 20,000 units, and also a cost of an extra 65 from outside at 80,000. And the normal variable cost in kwa swali. So kuna hii variable cost 245 ni kwa swali. This one for external 65 and this is 75 from this department. That one is fine. Itakuwa ni 245 plus 65 times 80,000, which is 24,800. 24,800,000. Then fixed cost, the same, it's not changing. 4400. That was imeisha. Now, so this one iko peke yake. So the variable cost, so huyu variable cost anaenda na huyu. So 2.48 plus 4 million itakuwa 6.48. And then 4.4. We see 4.4. Let us stick to the question. The question alikuwa anasema the fixed cost ya huyo hii hapa jua simba anarudi huko, it was 7.7440,000. So 7.44 plus 4.4, 1184. 11,840,000. Now find the net profit for both kitchen and division A. So 36 minus 1.5 minus 2.48 minus 7.44. So reason is 24,580,000. So kumaanisha itakuwa plus 7.5. 32 080,000. 32. Is that correct? Ama nimefanya vitu zangu. Now nimekosea mahali. This one, remember the total units is 80,000. Kwa mahali nimekosea. Now 20 we are getting from the 75. The remaining hapa fanya makosa. This one is supposed to be 60, not 80. Can't correct that one. Inafaa kuwa the remaining. So 20 for 75. Now the 65 no not be for 80. Itakuwa the remaining. So 80 minus 20 is 60. Itakuwa ni 245 plus 65 times 60,000. 1860. 18 600,000. 600,000. Itabaki hivyo. 600,000. Then you add the other one, you 4 million. You do 600. This one becomes 22. 600,000. I think imeisha. You can do 600. So you have unaweza malizia. So I think unaweza imalizia. Now what will be the final figure? What will be the final figure? 36 minus 1.5 minus 18.6 minus 7.44. 8.46. Then plus 7.5. 15. 960,000. 15. 960,000. 15. 960,000. Any question? That marks the end of transfer pricing and the pricing decision. That marks the end of transfer pricing and pricing decision. So you have to stop from 12. We shall meet from 2. We meet from 2 to malizie topic next. So the topic is called performance measurements. So the next topic is performance measurement. Let me give you some questions for your revision. Performance measurement. Now, assignments. Let me give you some of the assignments that you can do. First assignment is class sitting. The first assignment we can talk about is class sitting, August 2024. So August 2024. Question number 1C. This one is transfer pricing. Transfer pricing. This is transfer pricing with learning curve. With learning curve. That's transfer pricing with learning curve. That is transfer pricing. Transfer pricing with learning curve. Let me show you another one. Another question. Just a minute. So make sure you do it. And we'll make sure you do it. Naangalia hizo tumefanya. Ukienda kwa hii sitting ya April 2024, ukianza Waja tuanze na August. Niko kama nijio. August 2024 is number 1C. Yes. Transfer pricing, learning curve. April 2024. April 2024. Question 1C, learning curve. Also, the same applies to April 2024. Question 1C, transfer pricing. Transfer pricing with learning curve. With learning curve. Transfer pricing. Learning curve. Yeah. Go to another sitting. December 2023. December 2023. Do we have a question? Yes. December 2023, number 5. December 2023, number 5. December 2023 is number 5. It is transfer pricing. Transfer pricing. December 2025. That is transfer pricing. August 2023. August 2023. August 2023, question number 2C. August 2022. August 2023. August 2023. Question number 2C. 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 Then there is a one last one. And question number 4. Question number 4. What do you find? Question number 4. So you check question number 4. It's learning curve. Then sitting. Question number 4. is learning curves. Then AP 2023, you have a question? April 2023. Yes. April 2023, we have another one. This will be the last one. Okay, you do those questions. April 2023. April 2023, question number 5. April 2023, question number 5B. April 2023, question number 5B. So April 2023, question number 5B. And that one is life cycle posting and life cycle posting in learning curve. So make sure you do those questions. So that's life cycle posting and the learning curve. Life cycle posting and learning curve. So any question at that point? That is life cycle posting and learning curve.